by coming in here, we assume no responsibility or liability.
Oh my gosh.
So let's go ahead and start this. Hey, we are back live from the green room. Yo, this is episode 20. I think it's episode 23, I believe. Yo, man, we've been doing this a long time, man. It seems like not long enough, but it's a long time.
Literally. It's going on 2 years. Going on 2 years.
Going on 2 years, man. Shout out to our sponsor, Captain Kirk's Jamaican Rum Punch. And we are indulging. I actually took some of this down to South Beach. And yeah, brother, get us a label so I can show some people. You know, get that label back, brother. But yeah, I was down in South Beach, Miami at the American Black Film Festival, man. I had a great time there. Shout out to all those people, Jeff and Nicole Friday, everybody that won an award. Man, it was different.
Nice.
It was different down there, man. The American Black Film Festival. Shout out to Bob Sumner. He was real cool. We chopped it up a little bit. The Because They're Funny Comedy Festival was there to promote for the next upcoming festival, and they had a comedy night there. So and Bob Sumner was kind of the facilitator, the promoter behind that, and he put that together and brought all the comedians down. So that was real cool, man. There's so much to see, not enough time to see it all. So
and it's in Miami every year.
Every year, South Beach, Miami, the American Black Film Festival. You know, surprisingly, there's a lot of comedians that go to the film festivals because, you know, we're actors too. A lot of us, we're actors too. And to get into a short film or
they write some too.
Or if they write
like
something.
Was it Rail Battle? He writes.
Yeah. Shout out to Rail Battle.
I think he just got his fucking script picked up by like Steph Curry, a production company.
Yeah, I think I saw a post about that.
But he be writing, dog.
Yeah, but he been in the
writing game for a minute.
For a minute. I remember I seen him. I think it was the Shortcuts. That was the NBC. Thing. He had something in that.
I think I'm ready to write something short. I'm
ready to write something short.
Man, it's like I think I want like a little 10-minute movie, man, a little something like that. Because it's like almost like writing a different joke, but through a different lens. You know what? Like a good joke is if you have a great joke. That's
make a movie around
long. Why not make a movie out of it? It can show you better than I can tell you sometimes.
Man, filmmaking. You know what? Filmmaking is wide open now.
Yeah,
and you can pretty much do anything if you have a decent production value that can, you know, conceptually sell, make another one. You know, for whatever video you're trying to do.
Bitches like 10-minute movies all day long. Just like I would just keep writing them. It seems fun. Because you have jokes that you think it's a good joke, but it'd be funnier acted out. Like characters sometimes. Some jokes I have, I'm like, it's funny to tell, but it'd be so much funny if you turn on the camera one day or TV and saw it and go, well, that's a funny scene, you know? Like,
I mean, back in the day, I mean, and still today, that's how a lot of sitcoms are written based on someone's stand-up. And I mean, those were very successful shows. Cosby Show was one of them.
Yeah, that's great.
Cosby Show, Ray Romano, Everybody Loves Raymond.
Seinfeld.
Show
About nothing.
A show about nothing.
Brilliant.
What does that say about a stand-up?
I mean, it actually checks out. Like it does. Even because it's not stand-up's observational humor, which is still kind of nothing. Like nothing happened, but he noticed it. He's like, I'm gonna talk about it.
But you know, I wasn't like I love Jerry Seinfeld, but his show, the way that they insert the stand-up portion of it, it wasn't like the highlight of the show, but obviously
I gotta give Seinfeld credit because I gotta say, it might be my earliest memory of stand-up is seeing that and not understanding what that was. I love watching the Seinfeld show. I was like, he always walks out by himself. Why is he always by himself at the beginning of the show on stage? But my brain could not understand that stand-up comedy was a thing yet. Right. Because I was young when Seinfeld came out. I was probably watching the reruns. I was probably even watching the real seasons. Like, I grew up in the late 90s. I'm sure Seinfeld was almost at the end, right?
Oh, no. I think it was in full swing.
In late 90s?
Definitely in the 90s, yeah.
Okay, so then so by the time 2001, 2002, when I was really like I didn't realize that him on stage was talking like that was stand-up comedy. I thought he was being funny, and for some reason that was part of the show. but I couldn't figure out why that was a part of the show. Like I never put two and two together. Right. Looking back, I'm like, oh, that might be my earliest experience of stand-up comedy, but I just didn't know it was stand-up comedy yet.
Yeah, for me, it was the late night talk shows, Johnny Carson and David Letterman.
You saw Carson shows?
Yeah, I've been around for a minute, man. Wow. Yeah, I remember when Johnny Carson switched over to the Jay Leno shows. Jay Leno. I remember that transition, and I do remember stand-up comedian. I remember when Jerry Seinfeld was on
Carson.
Yeah, Carson. I remember that. I remember that. Ellen DeGeneres. I remember.
I watch Eddie Murphy's from time to time, just for the hell of it.
I vaguely remember.
He had the cleanest suit.
Eddie Murphy, but that's online.
Yeah.
That's online. He came out looking like a usher at a freaking movie theater.
It was clean, though. Yeah. Clean set too, under 5. Man, some of those late night sets Eddie was already made by then, but there are some people's sets that you go, damn, you deserve everything you got if this is what made you get on, because 5 minutes is all you get to like try to change your life.
Like 4 minutes.
Right, really, yeah.
I remember, it's just, when you see it as a kid, I don't know, before high school, like you see it all the time, like, that's all I watched. It's like, all right, late night, I watched the Tonight Show, and then Bizarre, and then Benny Hill. And they were just doing funny stuff. I didn't understand what I was watching at the time, but when I saw, obviously, hey, we have a comedian, like I could hear that they're introducing a comedian, and I saw that they were doing, okay, oh, that's what it is. But it wasn't that long. The concept of, hey, you did an hour of this.
Oh, that's crazy.
And I had no idea. I just know that all of a sudden you see him doing shows, and it's that's the journey of a comedian. And I remember seeing Bill Cosby himself. Did you ever see that one?
No, I've yet to see the Bill Cosby stand-up. I gotta watch
Bill Cosby himself. I remember seeing that, and then I saw the Cosby Show, and it was like, okay, this sounds like he was doing the subject. It seemed like
spot on.
Spot on to what he was doing in the special. So it's like they paralleled it. It's like, how did he make a whole show out of his? I didn't get it, but that's what they were doing. That whole show was based on Bill Cosby himself, especially the first few episodes.
So, what you saying stand up that early? Okay, so the word comedian, though, I didn't get it. I didn't hear it until I got to school, and teachers would call me that, like, this guy,
the comedian.
And I was just like, still wasn't sure that what I'm saying, word association. I was like, they keep saying it, but I'm assuming it means comedy. But like, were you the class clown?
I wouldn't say the class clown. I mean, I was definitely smarting off and talking too much in class. The concept of what a comedian was, I didn't see it as a job that you get to do. I thought it was part of being an actor or something. Like you're on this show and you do this too, and you have, how like singers have albums,
right?
Comedians have albums. Actors or comedians are on TV shows, and I used to watch all those shows. The Carol Burnett show, that's real old, but I caught the tail end. Maybe I was watching reruns, I don't know. But they would have everybody. Man, that's Sammy Davis Jr. Is he a comedian? No, he's an actor, but he's funny. He's telling jokes. And they did everything.
Love Sammy.
They were doing everything. They were telling jokes, singing, and dancing.
Yeah.
And acting. They was in Cannonball Run. You ever seen Cannonball Run?
I've not seen Cannonball.
All-star cast, everybody. Everybody was in there. So I think for me, I think when I first put it together, like I could do this, was when I saw a lot of Black people doing it all at once. And that was Robert Townsend's Partners in Crime. It was like a big giant variety show, and they had Louis Diggs, Tommy Davidson, Sinbad, Paul Mooney, all of them. Everything that had to do with entertainment, they were doing it on that show, and it was very heavy on the stand-up.
Wow.
Heavy on the stand-up. And I think they did like three different, it was like HBO, 3 different seasons of
comedy movies that have like overloaded with stars usually don't pan out well because it's like too many cooks in the kitchen. But if you had to make a movie, and they said who you think would be funny with you in this movie, who you casting? Like, you get to pick 3 stars, comedians even, legends of today or past. Like, being these motherfuckers would make a great movie.
I mean, I would pick all the comedians. I mean, it would, in my mind, that's Harlem Nights. Harlem Nights had a full, past, present, and upcoming.
Oh yeah. So what's your Harlem Nights?
So my Harlem Nights definitely like I would be the Eddie character.
Right.
I would have
who's your Delarice?
That's what I was thinking of. Like who damn.
Would she be great? Oh, she would be so great to see.
I would definitely Kanisha Bus. She
that would be another good person for that.
She would definitely be a good Delarice character. Kanisha Bus and
she would be so good for that.
And Buddy Lewis, the old guy.
Oh, right.
They would be together. Benny, I guess that was his name. Slick Eyes, Benny Wilson, whatever he is. The guy.
That's good.
But good. They had the full. The Arsenio character.
Who's your Richard character?
Oh yeah, I forgot about it. Okay, Richard. That would be for me. Damn.
That's fun, right?
You see what I mean? That's that's a fun cast. How to do that? For me, that would probably be the oldest, wise old sage. I mean, if he was still alive, David Arnold, he would be the Richard character. The wise, old guy. But everybody who's hot today that's in my Hollywood experience, the Chris Spencers, the Kevin Harts.
It'd be fun to cast a movie like that.
The Rodmans, the Lavells. I mean, like I would pull the Leslies. Who else? Dave Chappelle's. I would pull all the past people who have been here, who are here now, and maybe some the up and comers that give the part. And good actors too.
That'd be fun. It would be really fun to watch something like that.
I'm not going to finish this because I don't want to offend nobody, but I don't care if I do or not. But I'm just saying,
casting is casting. It happens to the best of us.
What I'm saying is, you threw a loop on that. Like I can't just belt that out right there because there's so many.
No, yeah, no. I just really thought of it right now
because it's Harlem Nights. But I think we're long overdue to do another all-star
ensemble like that.
Ensemble comedian cast.
I would watch it if it had the right people in it. I'd be very interested in that.
But as far as actors are concerned, I mean, we have plenty.
Yeah.
Plenty of
Kev is in the space that he can make a Harlem Nights type movie now.
Definitely. I don't even
cast 30 comics that would be funny. Like he could put that movie together and then like casting be worked out later, but like he can get behind something that would be like, oh snap, this is a movie full of comedians.
Who would be the Jasmine Guy character?
Was that the love interest?
Yeah, that was Dominique Leroux.
Right.
Yeah. The one that got shot. The Bugsy Calhoun character. I mean, he wasn't a comic, but I mean
that's good.
But that should be hilarious, man. But I think we're long overdue for an all-star cast like that.
I'd watch.
I definitely would watch too, man. So it was Father's Day. Don't want to get too far past.
Right.
It was Father's Day this past Sunday, and I talked to my father briefly. They're all in Texas, so they do something for my pops. I try to catch it. Somebody call me. Somebody get me on FaceTime. I want to see, what y'all are doing. But shout out to all the fathers that are good fathers. Trey and Tony, as you can see, is not here. They're traveling, being fathers.
Right.
They had their Father's Day moments. Charleston and Tony they're in Anguilla, I think.
I'm not sure. It's one of those island countries. He said he's going to the island. I was like, all right, have fun.
One of them, them two are extending their Father's Day trip. You know, and Trey, I live vicariously through you guys being fathers. You got two young.
I got two, boy and a girl.
Boy and girl, 8 and 4. 8 and 4. Trey's son is grown.
Yeah.
And then Charleston is just turned 5. Just
yeah.
turned 5. So like I kind of watch y'all be fathers, man. I mean, I don't have any children because I pulled out.
Cautionary tale, right there.
Yeah, man. I know, me and my ex-wife didn't have any children, fortunately, but it is bittersweet because every Father's Day I'm like, man, no children. I wear prophylactics all the time, and I'm not, having any children anytime soon. And I've been watching my friends, grandparents now.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I did not think when I moved out to LA, I said I won't have a kid until I'm at least 40. Like, I moved out here at 25 on the dot and said I need 15 years of hardcore comedy grinding before I even consider having a kid. Had a kid 2 years later.
Wow! After you moved here,
yeah, 2 years in living in LA, I was already a dad. So,
but Emma Jean, y'all came down here together, right?
No, I met her. She's my manager at the bank. The first job I got.
I
didn't know anybody here. I moved out here solo, bro, and
right.
One of my first managers, 2013. By 2016, I had a newborn. So,
well, at least you didn't marry. As soon as you got out here.
No, that'd be quick. That would be very quick to marry. Man. I tell you what, it's easier to be a dad than it is to be a husband. Being a dad only takes 5 minutes. So? No, I'm saying to become one.
Oh, to become
a dad takes 5 minutes and a little bit of liquor. You forget everything you did. Become a husband, you got to plan that out, pick a date, still go through with it.
Buy shit.
If people got married, how you become pregnant, it'd be way more married people here. If it's the same process. No, 5 minutes, a little bit of liquor, and next thing you know, you married. Like, it'd be a lot of married people.
It'd be a lot more polygamists around this.
Swap the process. Swap the process of 9 months of waiting before you get married. Then on the 10th, 36th, 40th week, you get to get married. Like having a baby, right? Okay. Versus having a one-night stand and you wake up married.
You wake up
being a dad off a one-night stand, right? Like, well, find out you're about to be a dad.
That's funny.
So imagine if you get drunk, go to Vegas, wake up, and you got a wife. Versus you talking to this girl, and 9 months later, she's like, all right, you still want to get married? And you're like, 9 months later, I'm like, no, I don't.
Like,
no,
thank you.
Why didn't you take the pill? I told you to take the pill. We're not getting married. You should have took that pill 9 months ago. So it's just funny to think about. But now that I am a dad, it is, and I get it. Every dad has said this to me when I wasn't a dad. Hey, you'll get it one day. You'll understand. I can't even explain it to you, bro. You'll get it. I'm always like, okay, you'll get it. And then, I had that moment where I go, oh, I get it. Like, it's...
What's the thing that you got?
It's a feeling that you cannot create on your own. And it is almost the equivalent of you succeeding at a higher level because they're younger than you and they're being greater than you. And you can see it. And I say greater than me because I do see how they're on track to be better than me already. Like, I was a reader. I'm the 4th out of 5 kids. My mom would make us memorize Bible scriptures. I was a wizard when it came to that. And I can recite a book of the Bible. I used to do it for money. My uncle would give me $1 if I memorized like a chapter of a book.
Wow.
And so every time he came over, I memorized the second chapter. We can just go ahead and do it now. You don't got to tell me. I already memorized the next chapter.
Give me $20.
Exactly. So I was always like I had like memory storage down.
Oh, okay.
And my son, and reading, obviously, because I had to read the chapter to memorize it. My son goes through books on a weekly basis. Books.
Oh,
Last Saturday, he picked up a book called The Wizard of Oz. It's a 600-page book. He finished it the next Saturday. And I was like, yo, what you on, bro? Like,
so he's a little young Cat Williams reading 8,000 books a week.
He reads crazy. The librarians talk to us about him. The teacher talked. Like, we were like, okay. And as parents think, okay, all parents probably get the same talk to people. Like, oh my God, your child is so smart, blah, blah, blah. And you think like, okay, every parent's heard the same thing. Yeah. But then on this same Father's Day weekend, my daughter had her little kindergarten graduation, preschool graduation.
Oh, wow.
And like, they asked her to be the speaker on behalf of the classroom. And I was like, of course my daughter's the speaker, right? Like, it runs in the family.
Right.
And as we're about to prepare for that, we check our mail, and Braden, my son, brings home a letter from the school, and it's the standardized testing, right? Like where they make all the kids take the same test across the state.
Right.
And we look at my son's results, he's 98 percentile. So they're like, he's qualified for the gifted program, and he has to get IQ tested now. And it's like,
he has to get IQ tested.
Yeah, like he's automatically qualified. Like he's at that tier where it's like, we should test him to see if he needs to be moved ahead or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Like just automatically qualified. Like, can we IQ test him? Yes or no? And it's like, well, I don't know what that's going to do. But ironically, in 3rd grade, I also got IQ tested after my standardized testing. Like they bust me out, took me to a whole nother building, maybe do like a 2-hour test. And like, and I was like, yo, I was a wizard when I was that young.
So hold on, back up. Okay, so 3rd grade, what did you do that made them say, man, this kid is smart. We need to IQ test him right now?
The test they give, which is what it gives all 3rd graders, I got in the highest percentage of scores. Like,
okay, so you did well.
It's a 40-minute test. It might be like 50, 60, 70 questions. You finish the test. That's the first thing. Whoa, you got through all 70 questions in 40 minutes. Next thing is you answer them at a high clip. 98, like you missed only like 1 or 2 questions, and you got a short amount of time. They're testing to see how fast you can finish, or if you can get through it. Right. But I always got through it, and I would like be accurate. So they're like, this is not a regular 8-year-old. Like, how smart are you?
We got a smart one here.
Exactly, yeah. So like, I thought that was pretty cool. When I was in 3rd grade, I remember it vividly. They took me out to IQ test me, and I'm like, man, I don't know. My lifestyle growing up at that time period was so crazy. Like we were moving out of homeless shelters left and right in 3rd grade. So like I was like going to school, reading books, and then going home to the shelter where they would let us sleep at a different church every night. So I'd be at a different church reading books in like the light of the church under like a what do you call it? Cots in like the hallway lights of the church. Because we would sleep on the pews. And I would read a book like, all right, I'll read this by tomorrow. I'll finish this book while the light's still on. They turn the lights off because everybody got to go to bed. And like I always say to myself, like, man, if I had my son's current life with my brain, I don't know what university I would magna cum laude. Like it was just, I watch him and I'm jealous. That's like my best joke.
Because he got it good.
He's living a life that I never could. So my best joke on stage right now is the joke of me being jealous of him. And
yeah, the daddy.
Yeah, wow. Exactly. So I'm watching this dude's life. I'm like, yo, you don't even know how lucky you are, my boy. But when I saw that test result and I saw my daughter doing a little preschool graduation speech, I was like, yo, these are the best Father's Day gifts I could have ever gotten to watch both my kids already on track to like excelling. Because obviously my son is really good at basketball. But to have like an athletic basketball playing son who's in a 98 percentile of his grade level is like...
He's smart and he's athletic.
Yeah, it's like smart job. Come on, bro. College is free, man. Baby. Come on, free college. Like
it's part white. I mean, hey, man.
Credit gonna be solid. Pre-approved. Help daddy get a house. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't think I would be a dad so soon. And I think I ran away from the idea of being it. And I didn't want it to be a part of my comedy for the longest. I never made a dad joke for years. I was like, I came out here as a young 25-year-old dude. That's the dude that's going to tell comedy or tell jokes. And slowly, I kept thinking like, but it's part of my identity now. How can I run from it? So embrace your being a father. Talk about things that maybe somebody else in the world is going through and only you can articulate in a certain way.
It's a very relatable subject, man, because we all have fathers that have that paternal influence. We have fathers and grandfathers. You're not gonna be able to say any type of father jokes. It's just not gonna
resonate.
It's not gonna resonate, you know, on some level. Like I used to bring these jokes back. Like this is when I was still married. I was doing jokes about how I didn't have kids and I wish I had them. I was like, I have nobody to help me with no to-do list. I got to do everything. No help, because that's what kids are.
Bring all that back.
Yeah, bring all that back. Yeah, I could bring all that back.
Yeah.
It was so relevant. I mean, because that resonates too, because a lot of people don't have children.
There are non-parents in the crowd everywhere we go. And like it shows the duality, right? Like, okay, like there are people in the room that goes, bro, talk about this parent shit. And there's other people that's like, not a parent. Fuck this joke. Like, they sit out. But where are the people that go, I'm not a parent, I'm going to talk about that too? You know, like there's so many ways, there's different parts of the room can get touched by a joke.
Shout out to all the parents and the fathers that actually like their children too. Because you tell somebody you ain't got no, I don't have any children. Hey, you want mine? I'm like, what?
I never understood why people act
I never understood
it's
that.
It's so weird to be like, and I get it. There are people 100% who did not want to be parents. Like they're like, I hate this part of my life. There are beautiful girls whose bodies change after being a parent, and some of them inwardly blame their children for how they look now. There are some dads who thought they were the coolest guy ever, and they had kids that changed their lifestyle flow, and they don't get invited to the same shit they used to get invited to because they're like, there are so many things that people inwardly have angst towards being a parent about.
they have some animosity.
They can't yell at the kid about because the kid.
I can't do it because your little ass is here.
You know what I'm saying? And so I get it. I get it. How dudes, dads can walk out of their kids' lives. I get it. Now as I'm a father,
I'm trying to go to the club
it. Because it's so easy. You know the hardest thing about the only thing harder than being a dad is staying a dad. Like actually staying the whole way through.
Are you saying that you look at your children with love in your eyes and the thought in the back of your head, I could just leave right now even though
you have to have that thought so you can be present. Because if you've never thought to yourself, do y'all know that dads get like a green light to walk out of their kids' lives all the time? All the time. You can just walk out and the mom is going to be like, well, dad's going, guys. So like, it happens every generation as a dad that just leaves.
I think it happens every day.
Exactly. And I get it because a lot of people like a dad can just literally go, I know the mom ain't going to do what I'm about to do. So I definitely can do this. I'm going to go get a job, start a new family, one that I like in 5 years when I got my life together. Hilarious. Or I'm going to go
start a new one.
Do me. I didn't ask for these kids. Like she chose that. Like there are a lot of dudes like just, I'm dipping. And the other thing to think about with this, and this is something that might hurt people a little bit more, is that a lot of adults that were left as children, they're mad at their father. And like, how could you leave me? And I think you're looking at it the wrong way. You're asking as an adult, how could you leave me? The adult version of you, probably cool. I left the kid version of you, which was an asshole. I didn't want to be around it. I couldn't stand a 6-year-old version of you.
What you was like as a kid?
Exactly. Y'all asking the wrong questions. How was I at 4, Dad, that made you leave?
Couldn't wash your
unbearable. Like
hilarious.
Yo, that people look at it the wrong way. Like leaving the kid is.
I didn't leave you. I left
leaving the stress of the 5-year-old. Not the like. If you were 22 when I met you, yeah, I could totally be your daddy. We can go to happy hour together. I still go to that same bar that I couldn't go to because you was 5. Like it's definitely something to the idea that it is a long-term investment and it won't even get fun to them, at least in their mind, until you're old enough to like hang.
Yeah.
Because I was just hanging and now I can't hang anymore because of you. So until you get the hanging age.
You can't take your kid to the happy hour.
Exactly. Weird. Exactly. But if you let a ratio of dads choose, say, hey, you about to be a dad. Do you want your son to start off at 18 or 8 months? What do you think that percentage of dads would say? Man. 18 or 8 months. What age would kids start out at? Like a fucking Pokemon. We'll pop you out.
It's gonna be half and half.
Half and half, right?
It's gonna be half and half. It's gonna be like,
yo, give me an 18-year-old, bro. I got you from there.
The one that can drive and shave.
Bro, I'm telling you, there would be so many dudes that are like, nah, son, give me the 18-year-old. Now, it might be a lot of moms also that might be like, I ain't got to breastfeed. Give me the 18-year-old. I want my titties back. There are a lot of women that's gonna be like, yo, give me my body back. If I got an 18-year-old, I'm done. I'm good.
I think there should be human evolution and the miracles of modern medicine. They should be able to remove the body stress of childbirth some kind of way.
Cannot. That is nature. Can't do it. That is the beauty of nature.
It is the beauty of
Women's
nature.
Breasts are supple and appetizing before children because a man needs to go, I want them titties. Right? Then she gets pregnant, lets all that milk out, and now it's like, well, I did my job. I got my mate. My body is done now, working hard to get me a mate. So I get that natural part of like
the deterioration.
Titties perked up, pitties drop. You know what I'm saying? Because but now we are in the era. The only thing that we are in the era of is that first version of that girl is her first prime, right? And for the longest time, women had one
first prime.
Like as a pro athlete, I'm in my prime, baby. I'm 91 Jordan. I'm 93 Jordan. Mm-hmm. As a woman, that's 18 to 25 usually. Right? That's
18 to 25?
That's her first prime. Like, yo, I'm gorgeous. I ain't had a baby yet. My body is the best it's going to ever look. Realistically, most women will probably say my 18 to 25-year range, I was delicious. Now, a man can go, I look good at 18 to 25, and I can look good again at 38 to 48. Like, I can just get back in shape. I can look good. I can give me another bad chick if this first relationship don't work out. Women, though, would go through a relationship, get their first prime, have a family, and get out of that family fog, and now she's 35, and it's like, My body looks like this. I don't feel good. I don't feel pretty. And my husband's walking away at 35 looking somewhat fucking decent. And I'm upset about that. Because a 35-year-old man can walk away from like 10, 15 years of marriage and be like, I mean, I don't think I can get another one. I'd give me a 25-year-old right now. But now, with technology, women are able to have a second prime. More so than before.
Are you talking about the
Kim K's, the Dreas,
you talking about the aftermarket equipment?
Yeah, you can get bad again. Like bad again. Like comparable to the 25-year-olds now. So women can get a second prime now. I think that's leveled the playing field.
They have to purchase it.
The second prime is the second prime. We don't make the rules. We don't make But a 40-year-old woman can look delicious right now. Like delicious.
Well, you're talking about lifestyle changes, the natural progression of time. And, shout out to, I'll just say, shout out to my father for picking the right woman to be my mom that didn't run him off and kept it acceptable that he didn't feel the need to jump away like that.
Right. But
so shout out to him.
Absolutely. But statistically now, it's half and half. So your family falls in the half of we stand together, but what most marriages now is a half of them end in divorce. So we got to account for that now. We got to account for
black
half
families. I think it's a higher percentage.
Yeah, so we got to account for half of the families not continuing on. So they both need two primes to get somebody else.
And you know what the other percentage no one really looks at is the percentage of families that never got. There was no marriage. There was no marriage.
Hey, I've heard of those.
Yeah, I know you have. but as far as having a both parents or one parent or the other, it's a lifestyle thing. You can look at the statistics all day. I don't want to get into that. I just want to look at my experience
on the positive side.
On the positive, or just how I experienced
it's a positive experience.
Right, like I asked you, earlier, seeing a family that looked like mine on TV, because I mean, we had a TV and we saw ourselves sometimes on TV.
Yeah.
Right. So I saw our family. I saw ourselves. People who look like us on TV in a few different ways. The Cosby Show was probably the dominant image of that kind of mirrored, my life experience, mother, father, job. I have an older brother. And I saw that on TV. And you said when you were growing up, it was
Family Matters and like My Wife and Kids after that.
Okay, Wife and Kids.
Yeah.
Okay. So is that a show that you like watched faithfully?
I think we watched Family Matters more, right? Steve Urkel, that show, like that was more of our like, or even Fresh Prince, right? Let me take that back. Fresh Prince was probably the show in the 90s that I was like, oh, we see this every day. And like, dad's a judge, mom is living that soft girl life. And like, they live in a big ass house in Bel Air. I didn't even know what Bel Air was living in Missouri, but I knew that Bel Air sounded nice. Mm-hmm. And like, the house had pillars. And to this day,
I thought it was the White House. I thought they live at the White House.
To this day, I want a house with pillars just because I was like, man, would it be cool to have pillars in front of my house? Like, so yeah, I would say The Fresh Prince is the first show that I was like, well, look at this black wealth right here and success. They got so much money they can adopt a cousin.
Adopt a cousin.
Like that's wild. But yeah.
Who did you identify as far as a parental unit that you identified with on TV? Like mine was Dr. Heathcliff Huxtable. So like I saw qualities of him being a father that kind of mirrored my father. There was,
I would say if it comes to like parenting on TV.
Well, maybe not just parenting on TV.
Oh.
But who is the person that, not an exact mirror, but it's like, okay, I see, like Family Matters. Did you see anything about in Carl Winslow?
No.
Okay. So who would that person be?
I'd be more inclined to say Al Bundy than I would say anybody else. Come on, pig, God. Like Al Bundy made me think, that's how dads are, huh? That's really how dad, like realistically, more dads are like, bruh.
Okay.
I never seen like the Huxtable version of parenting. Even Carl Winslow, I thought was a little over the top. Like, man, he's very, very. Yeah, Al Bundy seemed like the type of dad. I was like, that seems realistic to where I'm at in life. Like, neighborhood, all that kind of stuff. I was just like, yo, dads be chilling around here. Well, I don't see too much of that. You might see a dad working on a car or something like that in the neighborhood, but that's like Al Bundy shit, like just chilling under a car, like fixing something to come back out.
I don't think Heathcliff Huxtable was ever under the roof of the hood of a car.
No, he's intellectual, so it's like he didn't get that vibe of like I wasn't. He wasn't physical with it. He seemed more like anecdotal.
I mean, he was remodeling the house. I mean,
he was one remodeling.
Yeah, he was doing some remodeling around the house. I mean, he was a doctor. He was I think he was an OBGYN or something, but he was pretty handy around the house. He tried. But my pops, he was definitely handy around the house. And if it was a big job of something that needed to be fixed, he would definitely call somebody over. He would always call, bruh Farmer from the church house to come work on the HVAC. He wouldn't be out there fixing on the air conditioning. He'd call somebody to come do that.
Pops from Wayans Brothers is more popsy than he like those kind of dads. Like, dads that you're like, your daddy great. Like just that kind of humor about a father is like just short tempered, like say stuff, easily annoyed, but just like still might throw a couple gems at you type thing, like. And my dad didn't talk much at all. He was 50 years older than me when I was born.
Wow.
Yeah, he had me at 50.
50. That's
so like if he talked to me,
I think I relate to that because I think if I have some kids, I'm gonna be in my 50s. Shit.
Yo, my dad would say something.
Old dad.
He would just say random Bible scriptures or just solid information. Like he reinforced to me about like your word. Like you can't lie.
Words bond.
Yeah, like you lie, your words all you are. If you're gonna lie, who are you then? Why would anybody trust you? Why anybody? So I make it a big deal. I try not to lie very much at all because like that was
I try not to lie.
It stuck with me a lot. I was like, that's one of those things. I'm like, so if somebody asks you like, did you do that? I can't say no if I did it. I have to own up to it because I'm like, I'd rather live with the answer of being the truth than for somebody to go, why would you lie, punk? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I can't lie about something straight face. If you ask me directly, I can't go. Not into that. So
you can't just lie. It can't be. You're not lying.
I got like if it was like a cheating thing, if it was a girl, like did you sleep with her? I always say I can't lie about that. That's one thing you should never lie about is if you hooked up with somebody before, because it felt like that's evil.
Because they already know
you did it, and it can be cross referenced and go, yeah, you did. Why would you lie and say you didn't do like those certain things? I like you just can't lie about those things. That's evil to lie about. Like own up to your actions, especially if it's something where it's like. What are you gonna do? Get dumped? That's the worst thing that's gonna happen. What are you afraid of? Like, tell the truth.
That's the truth.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I can't believe you did this. We're through.
Yeah, it's like okay, all right. Glad you and now you know what kind of person I am, and now you can make an informed decision versus me going, no, baby, I never fucked your cuter best friend. You check your friend out. So yeah, I think that's.
I've never lied. No, I've lied about some things. Not about that.
Yeah, I always thought to myself, like, if you ask me something like that, I'll never lie about it. Will I lie out of convenience? Yes. Lying out of convenience to me is easier. Like, where were you? Oh, I was just working with the guys. I'm working with the guys. That's so much easier. That has nothing to do with nothing.
Was it a lie, or you just didn't want to tell the full truth? You just didn't want to have a conversation?
I didn't want to overshare.
I don't want to overshare.
Like one sentence means I got to answer 5 more sentences. I'd rather just go, I was out doing comedy. That way it's like, don't ask me 5 more questions about doing comedy.
I was doing that, but the other shit that I don't want to get into, that is, it's like lying by omission.
After comedy.
Like, I don't like that. Lying by omission. No.
Your question was specific. My
answer was specific. You asked me this. I answered the question. Now, you didn't answer what I did after.
And the reality is, nobody wants the truth that much. They ask for it, but they don't want it. Jack Nicholson was right. The truth is not what everybody wants. It's very off-putting to get the truth sometimes.
I want the truth. I just don't want to be asked about the truth. Yep, especially if it's somebody. You just disagree. Like you having a problem. Like especially like with women. They'll just. Where were you?
Where were you is the craziest question ever.
It's like where were you? And that question is like, I need you to tell me a lie so I can be mad at you, just so I can have some kind of emotional response so I can feel alive. I mean, but if you lie or tell the truth, it don't matter. They just want to have a discussion. They probably just miss you, or they're just trying to say they need to create chaos because they did something that they probably shouldn't have did. So they detract the attention off of them by putting it on you.
I always think that once you start looking for things in your man's devices or trying to find lies or trying to question, you are now trying to find a reason to leave me. Because why would you be searching for information that's going to go against me and make me put me in a negative light? If you want the negative light, then just put the negative light on me and then walk away. But don't dive and deep search for things just to find something to go, aha, I got you. Because if it's aha, I got you, then good, bye. If that's what you wanted. If that's not what you wanted, then why are you looking? I always say, if you start looking for stuff from me, just leave me now. Because I don't see the idea, I don't see the purpose behind searching for facts to make me a bad guy. If I'm a bad guy, you should go now. I'll help you. I'll dump you now. Let me get you out of here.
I think the other side of that's interesting because we're living in a world now where that's a possibility why people will break up because of something that they saw that they didn't like, that they don't understand. It's not a rumor. It's not such at the beauty shop. I saw such and such with your man and this and that, and they come back and tell you, "Hey, I heard this at the barber shop, this beauty shop." I can see evidence on the phone now, or whatever. They're looking for something. They're looking for unfaithfulness.
Exactly.
On the phone.
If you're looking for it, you should leave now.
Yeah, it's like you want to leave.
If you're looking for an exit hole, I will give you the exit hole.
The exit hole.
Because what are you talking about looking for unfaithfulness? Why are you looking for unfaithfulness? If you don't trust me, A, if you think I'm cheating on you, B, if you're looking for it to confirm it, then you don't want to be here. Because if you were benevolent, you wouldn't look for those things. If things are going well,
you're being slick. Why are you invading?
What are you protecting? What are you attacking against? Are you on the offensive because you feel defensive?
I think this.
What are you up to that you need to go look for my stuff?
I think it's. I need to create chaos because, women thrive on chaos. It's divine chaos that they need.
Women thrive on chaos.
Divine chaos, and then you have divine focus and structure and purpose from a man that comes together. You have a strong bond that is primed for evolution in a relationship that can evolve in family. But I'm not saying that as a diss, but sometimes when that chaos is just out of madness of being by yourself and you don't know what to do with yourself, I think sometimes women will ask or go through your phone because they need to have a sense of control in that chaos. So they come to you with that. That could be not in your case, but what you were talking about. But I think it's a matter of control there. What are you doing on your phone? I saw this. Why you have this on your phone?
I would say
what they're really saying is, I don't like what you're doing,
it's a cry for
and I need you to stop because I need to control what you do.
It's a cry for attention more than anything else. Like,
yes,
when my girl was pregnant, she noticed how much more I was on my phone. I was like, "Yo, what are you doing on your phone?"
Because I don't want to look at you. Let's just say I don't want to look at you. I'd rather look at my phone.
I was busier on my phone, and maybe I was never busier. But when you pregnant and you just chill on the couch with your swole feet and your stuck position, you got less to do. And now you see me like this.
Enjoying life.
The fuck you grinning about over there? Like,
getting dopamine kicks.
The grin I always had, but now because you got more time to notice it, now you're like, "Hey man, I don't like how you just grinning over there." So my girl was way more eyebrow raising and suspicious when she was pregnant because she was just like, "Have I never noticed that you just always be in your phone, kiki keying?" And I'm like, "I'm always in my phone, kiki keying." But because you chilling on the couch right now, waiting for this baby to pop out, you see every single expression I have now. And every moment of joy I have as well. Because you're just right next to me.
There's competition on that phone and you have it right
Phones are
there.
undefeated.
Phone, yeah.
I tell a girl to her face, you can't beat a phone.
You can't beat a phone. I don't care what I got on here.
You competing against the World Wide Web. YouTube comments alone are funnier than you. Like, there is nothing you can do about...
YouTube, they're funnier than you.
YouTube comments are undefeated.
Look at all these women with filters on. They look way better than you.
Think of your funniest girl that you ever dated and then compare her to YouTube comments. She gonna lose in a sweep. In a sweep. 4-0. It won't even be a gentleman sweep. Like, 4... YouTube comments each of them, but that's just the internet because you compete against 7 billion people. They're bound to have a better idea.
I never heard my parents squabble like that over technology. Well, you've been.
They didn't have the iPhone to argue about back then. Your parents' iPad in the 80s, everything changes. But like
Pops, he was a computer guy. So he had the office and
social media is the biggest difference.
Yeah, I think
that's the idea of being able to connect to somebody in Australia. I could in 2009, 2009,
right?
2011. In 2011, I met a girl off of Twitter and DM'd her and got her phone number. And we talked every night for like a month or two straight on the phone, hours, 2 or 3 hours at a time.
Man,
just talking it up because we were funny online and we thought we were funny if we talked in person. And I talked to this girl every day for 2 hours. Like, it was so many phone calls that I was like, what is this? How can I meet a stranger and talk to her every night so frequently? And I've never seen her in person once. But that is what happens when you turn pen pals into digital possibilities.
But I think actually the fact that you got offline and actually got on a phone, I think that's better.
We did everything but meet in person. That's how much we communicated.
So to this day, you never met her?
I've never met her in person, but we talked so much, I thought it was due. I'd even meet her now, just because, just be like, yo, do you remember 2011? Like, that's how much we talked. I want to like circle back and go, you remember that, right? We talked way too much.
And you should, and it was obviously it was a woman because
no, she follows me still. Like, she somehow found me online. Like,
she is real.
She's real. Like, she has a whole life, family, all that stuff. I met 2 girls in 2011 that I met. Well, one I met online on Twitter. I always be very hilarious on Twitter. It's all me strangers all the time. I was always just funny to talk to people online, see how much they would give me back. And then another girl I met in person, but didn't live in that state. And I was just like, well, just add me on Twitter. And she added me on Twitter. And we also ended up talking all the fucking time, texting all the time, calling all the time. Like, just... I guess I was bored. I was right before I moved to LA. So I was just in between cities, living in flyover towns, bored by myself in towns by myself. And I was like, well, I got nothing else going on. I might as well chat with whoever's going to chat with me. And that wasn't the reason why I talked to them, but I had enough free time to go, if you do call me, I will take that call.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I got a lot of time to like build energy with you.
Yeah, I think meeting somebody new, I think that's a little more organic than using social media as a tool. Like, I'm trying to hook up with chicks. I'm trying to do it.
Imagine if you were using it for that. Then it's a completely different ballpark.
Oh yeah.
I wasn't even looking to date when I was talking to those people online. I was just like chatting. And ended up chatting with them a lot.
And I think that's the difference.
But could you imagine having to compete though with that? Like, his wife, like, my husband could full on be having a 2-hour conversation with a girl on his drive home from work or on his layover flight back home. Like, there's so much more stuff to compete with. And I'm not saying women in the past couldn't have done it, but the demons were different back then compared to now.
Oh no, the same demons now, they got phones too.
But there's more access now.
Yeah, there's now access to them demons now.
A man can have a family on the other side of town. Nobody ever now found out about it back in the day. You couldn't find the other family on the other side. But now with social media, that's my daddy. You post a picture of your daddy, and somebody be like, ain't that Mike? Why is that kid posting a picture of Mike as his dad? Like,
you have to come across a coincidence, how did this happen? A random active happen of events, to actually put 2 and 2 together. It's like, wait a minute, hold up, what is this?
My bus driver texted me when I was in 5th grade. He was like, "You Grimes boy?" I was, "Yeah, I'm a Grimes boy."
Wow.
Yeah, that's right. I know your daddy. He got a little brother, right? I'm the youngest son. I was like, no, I'm the youngest. And the driver was like, okay. He just kept driving.
If that's what you think.
We ran home to our mom. Mom, driver said he knew dad and said I had a little brother. And my mom was just washing dishes.
Not the bus
driver. Never looked up. Just like, the bus driver said, what? That we had a little brother. And I said I was the youngest brother, but he said I had a little brother. And my mom was washing dishes was like, huh, okay, well, I don't know what the bus driver was talking about. And I just, as a kid, I'm like 10, I was like, bus driver was tripping. You know what I'm saying? You walk away as a kid like that. My 35-year-old self now is like,
now you a detective.
Your mom like, yeah, of course your dad probably got another. Your dad, it's your dad we're talking about here. Yeah, he got another kid somewhere else. Like, I don't know now as an adult.
She didn't want to go into it. Like, she probably knew back then.
She's watching this. She's like, yeah, I don't know. Do you know the bus driver? I'm like, no. It's like, okay, well, he probably got your daddy mixed up with somebody else. And I just left it at that.
No, he said Grimes boy.
Exactly. But I thought that was so funny back then. I was like, yo, like, yeah, it was crazy. But I was just tripping as a kid. But the adult level of all of that, add social media to that, add everything else to that, it's like chaos.
Yeah, you got scandals all over the place.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, social media has broken up relationships, families because of that right there. All because of a post.
Would you rather be caught up online or in person? Like the dramatic bust through the door and you with another woman, or would you rather be online, a girl just randomly posting about you, me and Joe have been seeing each other for the last 8 months, and you could tell his girl I said it. Like, which one would you rather have happen to you?
Oh, man.
The online. Kick through the door or the online?
Online, that's easier to defend against.
Really?
Yeah.
What? I'm taking the in-person all day.
No. What?
What Eddie Murphy say? Hey. Wasn't me.
Hey, wasn't me.
Wasn't me.
I said, man. I said, oh, that's online. That's not real. In front of you, now you got to deal with it, actual human doing this.
The scary thing about online though is that girl could have 1 million pictures of you. You sleep, you dozed off, you in your box. She's just uploading everything online. It's just like, man, stop doing that. Man, okay, we get it. You're right.
I am paranoid about stuff like that.
A girl took a picture of me sleeping one time. And I always thought about that shit for like a year straight. I was like, why would she take a picture of me sleeping? What was that for? In my head, I was like, gonna be like a bargaining chip or something like that. Like, yo, I got a picture of you sleeping, so come back over.
Well, nowadays, I would say, nigga, so what you gonna do with it?
Now, yeah. At the time it happened, I was just like, wow.
What you gonna do, wait 30 years and try to put a case on me? What you gonna do with that? I be thinking about that sometimes. I get a modicum of success, and all of a sudden I get railroaded by a case. And I say, who is this?
Did you see Tyler Perry's case today?
About that white man?
White boy. Yo, they saw Shannon Sharp was getting how much he about to offer that white girl. That white boy said, you know what? I think I want to try this shit out. Like, that's crazy. This is the first time a dude has came forward on another dude. Now, for $200 million.
Now, it begs the question.
And he going for broke. $260 million?
Like, why that round figure? Like 260?
How much, like, ass?
He trying to make a film. He trying to get a film. He trying to get money for a film.
He want your film.
How about you just write your screenplay and get greenlit like it and get funding like everybody else plays?
I hate the stories where it says during the time period where they stayed together. I'm like, what? What? Why were y'all staying together? Oh, well, we was fucking, but
oh, man.
One of those didn't count. It's like, is that what you're suing over? Like, man. I can't, it blows my mind when they have a relationship where they live together for 3 years, and now the lawsuit is that, yo, I want
pain and suffering coming for
my ass. Like, wait, what? Like, and it just doesn't, maybe there are some psycho villains out there, but the stories where I read and it goes, they lived together for 1.5 years, and you came back over a year later and stayed with them for another 1.5 years. It's like, why'd you go back over to the house? Well, I enjoyed being a victim so much the first time. Like, what are we talking about here? Like,
I think now, first of all,
as a dude, get up and walk out, dog. I see a picture of that dude. Tyler Perry's 60. You can't walk past a 60-year-old man.
Is he? I mean, I have no idea.
Gotta be seen. He was popping in 95. It's 25.
Yeah, he's been popular for a while.
Bro, ain't no way. If Tyler Perry ain't 58, I'm walking out this door right now.
If you want me to believe I can believe that 60, I can believe that.
Ain't no way you tell me that a 60-year-old man had you cornered in the rooms, fearing for your life.
60, man. Hey, man, he's what 6'5"? He got that old man 6'5".
Oh, he's 55. He's 55. Okay.
Okay, I was finna say.
Well, at 50, he might beat your ass.
Still.
260
still, you a grown ass man.
Hey, fuck with. Hey, bro. He is 6'5".
Yeah, he's like, I know he's a tall dude. I saw him at the airport one time.
Oh.
And I remember, I was like, that's Tyler Perry right there, man. That's a tall dude.
I would like to retract everything I said. 6'5" is crazy.
How big was the other dude? How big was the guy that's making the accusation?
Okay, good question. Because 6'5" is an imposing figure. I saw
the picture. He looked like a goofball. Who is that?
It was actual
a cast member.
Yeah, it was an actor of some show, a popular show. Well, he's a sexual harassment lawsuit, so I guess it's not like rape or anything. He's just saying that bro was coming up, filling up on him, like flirting type shit.
Man, I hope it's
Dixon. What's his name? Where's the first?
I hope it's allegedly true, just so it won't be ridiculous. Why are you being frivolous?
Sexual harassment, alleging a lawsuit that the media mogul repeatedly made unwanted advances and sought to cover from an assault when offered to develop a show. So he's saying that he was flirting with him too much, and eventually he said, "Hey, I touch your ass, but I'll tell you what, I'll give you a TV show if you chill on me touching." Derek Dixon is his name. All right, let's see how tall Derek Dixon is.
Who's 5'7"?
If a movie producer touch your ass and say, "I'll give you a TV show if you shut the fuck up," what you gonna say?
I would definitely shut up for a while. Yeah, I would take the TV show and I would leverage some just because I can't. I can't be
dude is buff. Bro is fucking ripped.
I would definitely try to exploit the situation some kind of way.
Unless I'm looking at this wrong, dude looks fucking ripped, bro.
Let me see.
Bro look like a fucking.
Let me see there.
Hang on, let's see if I can get his height. I don't got a height yet, but look at bro. Bro is fucking muscle man central. You could beat a 55-year-old man up with that.
So obviously a younger guy, a younger guy.
Younger guy.
Man, if you
is young.
If you don't take your ass and go to
wait a minute, was he a track and field athlete?
GQ magazine, get on magazine cover with your. He looks like the white Tyson Beckford. I mean,
bro is mad and shit. I'm just saying that
he's suing.
Despite the allegations and the lawsuit, I'm just saying that if I'm 30,
he's alleging that he was physically.
He said that he was unwanted advances.
What does that even mean?
I mean, I guess that means you could like corner somebody and be like, "Yo, what's up with that ass?" And then they could be like, "Yo, that's an unwanted advance."
That can mean anything.
But then the actual he said claimed assault, meaning like he made an advance or like a move on him. Like how what's that dude like somebody grab your ass or what's the dude name that said the movie producer?
Oh, Terry Crews?
Yeah, like you can't grab my shit and then now he's like, I grabbed my bad, I'm gonna give you a TV show.
Like, hey man, just don't say anything.
So it's like, all right.
I'll give you a TV show.
It's interesting, man, because
you'll be the star.
Every time I watch,
just don't tell anybody I tried to come at you.
When I read these or learn about these allegations stories, I'd be like, yo, if they committed a crime, do you want them to go to jail? If you don't want them to go to jail and you want $260 million, my next question is, why don't you want them to go to jail for what the crime they did?
Because if they go to jail, he can't give me the money.
I feel like you should be able to get money easier if you convict him of actually doing it, and then you say, now I want to sue you for my pain and suffering for the crime that we convicted you for. But the idea of going, he did all this freaky shit to me, and I want $260 million. I'm like, yo. And once it advances sexual assault, you should go to the jail and you should go to a prosecutor immediately with the sexual assault accusation. Women, I understand. Grown ass man, why not go? Hey, bro, you willing to go to court for $260 million? Why not go to the prosecutor and go arrest this man? He out here touching people.
He assaulted me. Take him to jail.
Exactly.
And while you're at it, give me some money.
$260 million in addition to him going to jail.
You mean like to pay the fine? Like pay a fine?
Why don't you want people to go to jail? Is my question. That's my recurring question.
Like it's a fine. It's like this crime is punishable by such and such.
Absolutely.
5 to life.
Absolutely. I'm not disputing the truth of it. I'm asking, why don't you want them to go to jail too? That is my only question when it comes to these stories. Like, I'm like, why don't you want them to go to jail too? They did a crime. Go to jail and give me $260 million.
Well, you have the court case, you have civil trials and criminal trials, and they've drawn a line there. But
kind of like OJ, criminal court and civil court. He lost in civil court, won the criminal,
and then they
they won the civil court, which made them have to pay like what was it, like $100 million back then? Something crazy, $88 million.
I forgot how much it was, but it was something crazy.
But he lost a civil suit, right? So therefore,
stayed out of jail, but still had to pay the money.
Charge both. OJ the shit. Charge criminal, charge civil, take your civil money. If you don't win in criminal, at least you did your part.
Tyler Perry's worth a lot of money, and he's a target too. This is a litigious society. People are going to sue. If they can get money, they don't care if you go to jail or not. Just give me money.
How successful do you have to be for somebody to say that happened with you? What's your level of success for somebody gonna lie about what you did with them? How a TV sitcom? Do you a leading actor, or do you need like movies?
Shit. Apparently, you just
like it's a movie star thing. It's not a recurring TV character thing. I never seen like Norm from Cheers.
What was the question again? Ask me the question.
How successful do you got to be for them to come out to you for the lawsuit? Because it's not TV actor.
Man,
Ray Romano ain't got to worry about that.
You just have to be a somewhat of a successful husband that had a disagreement that's irreparable. That's how successful you got to be nowadays. They'll come after you for anything. It doesn't matter how successful you are. The real question is, how accessible are your resources to be taken by someone? Are your assets exposed? Because not necessarily just because of something that you did, but what you have achieved. And you don't have to be a star. You don't have to be in the public eye. If you have stuff, if you offend somebody and you have stuff to be taken. So I don't even think success is part of it. But for what you're talking about, man, as soon as you get that big break.
JJ from Good Times ain't getting this. Like Dynamite, he not getting this.
You don't know. He may already got it, but at his level.
Here's the real lesson we're learning from all of this. Tyler Perry now, Shannon Sharp. Why do y'all keep trying to fuck white people? That's crazy to me. Y'all gotta stop fucking with white people.
Wait a minute. This is coming from you?
Yes. Here's the thing. If you can't get them broke, you don't deserve them rich.
Oh.
That means they didn't want you broke. So why are you trying to get them now that you're rich?
Damn, Grimey, that's a bold statement right there.
I know what I can pull. So I'm not going to get rich and go, I'm going to go here now that I'm rich. I'm going here and I'm rich.
When you poor, you can't. What did you say?
If you can't pull them poor, don't try to pull them rich.
Don't try to pull them rich.
So Tyler Perry couldn't get a handsome 30-year-old white man before he was broke. When he was with Madea Plays, he couldn't get a handsome 30-year-old white man. That nigga's handsome. This white young man that he's suing him, handsome young white man. You couldn't get him.
He looked like one of those Twilight motherfuckers.
Exactly. That's not Tyler Perry's cachet. You can't pull that, dog.
I don't know, man.
Movie exec can, but it's gonna cost you. And the young man is like, yo, bro, if you can't hit this without paying $200 million. And Tyler Perry's like, bullshit.
And
now he got to figure out how much it's worth.
He gonna have to. So he can be paid off.
He can be paid off, 100%.
How much money is it gonna take?
If he's suing for $260, he gonna have to settle for $50, maybe $25.
Man.
And at 25, he done acting.
It better be true.
He done acting.
You
can't sue a movie exec without you gonna be done acting.
Yeah, you're done.
So
you're done.
I need to retire off this check right now. I need $25 million to never work in Hollywood again.
He's trying to start his own studio.
Why don't you just say, studio.
Look, I need to start my own studio. I don't like the fact that you have all of this.
Put this on record right now. If I get Tyler Perry money, I'm not going out there and getting me the baddest Anglo-Saxon or Portuguese girl. I am going to the south side of Chicago, and I'm gonna get whatever I can get on the south side of Chicago.
Somebody that can't spell.
Like I'm just going. I'm going where I think that I would be accepted before the money. So there's no reason for people to go like, you know what? Now that I think about it, because no girl on the south side of Chicago gonna say, I need $300 million, my guy. They're gonna be like, I just was trying to get my rent paid for the rest of the year. And I'd be like, you're right. You should get your rent paid for the rest of the year.
That's a bold, that 260?
260 is such an insane number. He's based it off his net worth, not off the actual infraction.
That's like the net worth of...
He's trying to find out how much Tyler Perry's worth and he's sued a percentage of that. Because there's no amount of ass fucking that would cost $260 million that he's suing for. There's no way.
You don't even know that's what it is.
You did this much damage to my ass. That is $260 million worth of ass.
He didn't even say that. He said unwanted advances.
Exactly. So now I'm like, yo, bro.
I had an unwanted dick in my ass.
How much ass?
I don't talk like that.
How much your ass got to be destroyed for you to deserve it?
Why don't you say it that way?
$260 million.
How come it didn't say allegedly this man? I was
he did say sexual advance. He didn't say sexual intercourse at all. He didn't say.
He said unwanted advances.
There's no.
I want $260 for this.
There's no way $260 million off me trying to fuck.
Well,
trying to fuck. What $260?
Well, the bitch said nigga, and she got like $7 million, whatever the hell she got on that GoFundMe. She got millions of dollars. Certainly, an unwanted advance is worth something.
There is no almost attempt to try to fuck that should be worth $260 million. I don't know how far this went between two dudes. I don't know if they was playing pickleball.
It didn't go. It was an unwanted advance.
I don't know if they were playing one-on-one basketball and he just posted them up too long. Like, I don't know what the actual scenario was, but $260 million, he better have got a thumb in there or something. Like, that is crazy. No. $250 million? $250 million.
That's $250 million.
I need more than unwanted advance. Unwanted advance is what they do in New York City on the fucking street. Hey, beautiful, show us your tits.
This dude is lying. Can we just say that? That's a lie.
I don't know what happened.
First of all, you found out about it.
$260 million worth.
Oh, it's not real until you see that and the legal paper. That's social media allegations.
I would like to see the actual transcript of what he declared. You gonna take it
that far?
Because
that's frivolous.
What's crazy is here's the craziest part of all of this, dog. Tyler Perry was Teflon up until today. Not nary a negative thing besides his movie choice creation. Like, the only thing people say about Tyler Perry was that I don't fuck with his movies. They not believable or they not.
You know what he's saying right now? This is the last straw. No, I was like,
that's crazy. Like he was one of the few black men that was like, hey, he ain't got into no mess. He just makes movies that people find questionable in terms of taste. Like, do you want to watch that? Yes or no?
Yeah.
But other than that, for the last 25 years, it was just that.
He a target, man. It's about the money, man.
55 years old.
It's about
been in the game for 30 years, 25 years. And apparently, you start trying to fuck with white boys, young white boys, and they're not going.
I'm gonna say it from up here, umbrella from the sky, bird's eye view. It's just about the money. That's it. I don't care if it's true or not.
But I'm way the media pick it up though, is like
you saw it on social media. First
suicide.
of all,
yeah, it's career suicide. Like nowadays,
I think that can be defeated.
The alligator is struck again, and you now are in articles saying that you assaulted somebody or attempted to assault somebody, or now you harassment. Like
he can be countersued for what is it called?
Libel,
slander, malicious, malice.
Here's the thing, though. The damage is done today on MSNBC. Like when I just Googled Tyler Perry, that was MSNBC that created that article. That was CNN that created that article. Like they are running with the shit.
CNN,
NBC News, Washington Post, TMZ,
he's going to have to
AP,
spend
USA
money
Today, people
to protect himself, to protect his brand, protect his image, and
Tyler Perry cheap.
What do you mean?
Like he don't spend money like that. Everything he does is in house. He writes his own movies. Don't got no team of writers. Writes his own TV shows, don't got no team of writers. He bought the studio so he can run shit how he wants to run it. And now somebody want $260 million. That nigga not gonna get an ounce of that. Tyler Perry don't pay nobody.
Well, good luck.
Extra money.
You better find a pro bono attorney there.
He said that ass touch I did. That's not $260 million. I'll give you $26 is what I'll give you. Like,
nigga,
I'll give you another roll. You can get a roll. Like I'm making another movie tomorrow. You want to be in that? Because there's no way you get.
Better say, how about we just actually do it? How about that?
Like
maybe he mad because he didn't do it.
$260 million. That's like Mike Tyson shit. I wish I would have fucked her.
I was like, damn.
But $260 million, you might as well fuck.
Nigga, worth it? That's crazy.
They met in 2019. Tyler Perry picked him out of a crowd and asked him for his phone number, suggesting he might have a role for him. As it turns out, he did. Derek says Tyler gave him a small role in 2 episodes of a show called Ruthless. Then in January 2020, Derek says Tyler invited him to his Atlanta home and he accepted, hoping to build a friendship that would lead to more acting gigs. And never been invited to nobody's house for acting gig. But according to the suit, while there, Derek drank too much and ended up sleeping in a guest room. Whose fault is it that you drank too much and ended up sleeping in the guest room?
Okay.
You chose to drink, and now you chose to... It's Uber. The year is 2020.
Yeah, you could have...
You don't got to stay in a grown man's house that is 50 years old.
Get your drunk ass in an Uber somewhere and take your ass home.
This is on man-to-man. They don't know victim-to-victim shit. This is on man-to-man, Derek. You are 20-something years old, and you know how Uber works. This dude is 50 that house you staying at.
So, just so we're clear... You're being this critical because he's a man, right?
Huh?
He's a man, so that's why you being
as
so
a man, we gotta talk about the decisions you make and how we supposed to order Ubers all the time.
You're supposed to be responsible for your own choices.
Come on, bro.
You're supposed to be a man.
In the documents obtained by the TMZ, Derek claims Tyler got into the bed with him and started touching his thighs. And although he rejected the advances that night, he claims Tyler still remained interested. He rejected those advances that night. Did you leave? Did you jump out of the bed? Did you go, hey, you fit to get your old ass?
I think I'm going to get it Uber.
Bro, what is happening right now?
But I'm too drunk.
Shortly thereafter, so Derek landed the role of Dale in The Oval. Great for his career, but he claims it was around that time that Tyler also started firing off sexually suggestive texts, including asking what Drew's sexual preferences were and telling him he has sex with men. Yep.
Allegedly.
Why
do I say that?
Derek also knows his character
I hate that word.
Was written as a gay, homeless, and desperate store clerk who has to sleep with other characters for a place to stay. Tyler Perry,
this is
wrote the role of why he fucked him. He was a homeless, broke nigga when I found you.
So basically, this whole thing is a sketch. This whole thing is a scene out of one of his shows.
The broke nigga and said, you know what? This will be a good show.
This was inspiring.
Yo! He claims that's exactly what Tyler told him. He's looking for
let him get paid that money. That's gonna be his show.
Oh my gosh. That is even funnier. Art imitates life, that's what they always say.
Man.
Here's the problem. This is half the problem with Hollywood, bro. Is that you broke chasing your dreams. And when you broke chasing your dreams, the word compromise comes into play. Mm-hmm. Because I always do this is how I make all my life decisions. I close my eyes and go, if I had $1 million, would I do this? Every decision I make. Even when my girl told me she was pregnant with our first son, I closed my eyes and said, if I had $1 million, would I tell her to keep it? And my $1 million self said, yeah, why not? Of course. You know what I'm saying? So to me, that's the realest version of me, is to close my eyes and if I have $1 million, what would I do? Because that means that I've already figured out everything else.
But at the time, you didn't have $1 million.
Exactly. But to me, my brain goes, that's who you are. I am a millionaire. So
would you still do this? Would you need this? Would you still do this?
If all things subsided, would you still go through this plan?
Like if money was no issue, would you still do this?
Exactly. So to me, I think that when people chase opportunities in Hollywood, they're chasing them off their current version of their broke selves. You know what I'm saying?
I think this...
or your desperate self.
I was about to say, there's probably some delusion.
What's her name?
Some desperation
Beautiful
there.
Girl. Sydney Sweeney. Sydney Sweeney had them titties jumping in Euphoria, their first season.
Okay.
Right? And that, you could argue it made her career.
Pull up the picture.
Of Sydney Sweeney?
Yeah.
Bro, press play on season 1, episode 1. And them titties is everywhere. Now, Sydney Sweeney now is an A-list actress. Right? She dropped them titties out about 4 years ago on Euphoria. But now she's A-list and rarely has short titties anymore. But I would argue or challenge that if Sydney Sweeney had the money she wanted in life already, would she still say, you know what, this new TV show that I don't know if it's going to be a hit or not, I got to get naked every other episode. I don't need it that bad. Right? And now we don't have Sydney Sweeney as Euphoria because she was like,
had morals.
Had money and morals. She didn't. The compromise wasn't there. I don't want to say Sydney Sweeney ain't got morals. I want to say that the compromise of I could be a star and I can have everything I want after this. But when you have everything you want, you don't act like that. You go, well, I don't got to do that unless I really just want to show my titties off.
Sex
That's
sells.
the option you make.
Sex sells.
Right.
And people are more likely to watch something that titillates them.
I see what you did there. But here's the thing. Sydney Sweeney gambled on herself and her titties, and she was right. Them titties hit. There was a fucking grand slam. Everybody watched that fucking show. The shit's over now. Nobody even watches the shit anymore. But now Sydney Sweeney is a star. The two biggest stars from that show is Sydney Sweeney and little skinny girl, black girl, skinny pretty black girl. Big star. Big star.
You talking about Zendaya?
Zendaya. Zendaya and Sydney Sweeney are the two biggest beneficiaries of that show. Zendaya because she was the main character. Sydney Sweeney, who was not a main character. She was and I would say like 3 C-list. A, B, C. She might be C or B-list character in that show, but she stole the show with them titties.
Well,
now she's a star.
And she should be grateful because think of all the bare-chested women that did that and
nothing came from it.
Nothing came from it.
Scary movies, naked girls begin, don't get nothing from it. And here's even crazy. I did think about this. Juxtapose that with
there's women out there that
auditioned for that scene and didn't get it and probably had to do a little something extra.
I'm talking about they were extras and didn't even get their SAG card because of that.
Juxtapose.
Did you ever? I'm sorry. Did you ever see Starship Troopers?
In high school, ironically.
Yeah, man, and you this young man, you saw that.
That was the first time I knew that they could do that in the movies.
I was like, what the heck? Now, do you? I'm gonna have to go back and watch. I wonder if any of those women that
made it.
Yeah, are they still in the business?
Well, here's what I was going to ask.
Because of that.
What if Sydney Sweeney didn't get that role, or what if Sydney Sweeney her career didn't go how she wanted it to? What if there was something else that happened and she just didn't talk about it because she's a star? She's not going to talk about it. But what if her career didn't go this way? And she's like, "Yo, man, them fucking HBO guys were assholes and they were taking advantage." Like, what if it was trash as fuck her experience, but because she became a superstar from it, it's like, y'all lucky I got big. Because if I wouldn't have got big, your asses would be going to jail, right? Like, you don't know what somebody went through on the under end of it when they compromise.
But on the other hand, I haven't. I didn't see Euphoria, but she could be a good actress.
For the record, people show their titties for less. I will say that.
Yeah.
So there's nothing wrong with showing your titties. I'm just saying that the gamble she took, and now that the tier of actress she is now, A-list.
Is she a good actress? I mean, like what?
She's a great actress.
So she's good.
But she's a great actress, but she's beautiful. That beautiful trumps good actress.
Beautiful.
Now, the other way around is that Julia Roberts is beautiful, but she's a better actress than she is beautiful.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, some people are just beautiful, and they also are a good actress. But there are some people who are like, I'm a great actress, I just happen to look good, too.
Basically, what you're talking about is people will compromise themselves to be able to, quote unquote, guarantee other opportunities.
For example, what's her name in the Avengers, the baddie in Avengers? She's married to the comedian. White girl, I don't even know what her superpower was, but she's an Avenger.
Scarlett Johansson? Okay. You said comedian, but...
She's married to Colin Jost.
Okay, yeah.
On Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
If they said, hey, Scarlett, we got a TV show on HBO, you got to show your titties right now. What would Scarlett Johansson say? Just guessing.
Am I going to be an Avenger?
No. She's already an Avenger.
She's already an Avenger.
Current Scarlett Johansson, hey, we got a new show on HBO, new series about parents and kids and fucking teachers and students, but we want to show your titties in the first episode.
You know what she's going to say?
What's she going to say?
She's going to say, let's get our attorneys together and let's negotiate a deal.
Or
she'll say, I don't need to do that.
Get the fuck out of here, I don't need it anymore.
She'll look at the script. Does it move me as an actress? And then she'll probably decide, we're going to have to work that into the
realistically, she's
price.
going to say, get the fuck out of here. I'm not showing my titties now.
I'm going to say, I don't know if she'll say that.
You could have got me 10 years ago.
You said you could have got me 10 years ago.
She's Scarlett Johansson now, that's what I'm trying to say.
You could have got me in Lucy.
Name an actress that is 10 years in is also like, now I'm going to show my titties. Like, if I love Anne Hathaway. That's when I love her. Anne Hathaway ain't showing her titties now. She's Anne Hathaway now. You see what I'm saying?
So basically, it's like how you start off does
you don't have control as much as you do now once you make it.
Yeah, you better make it big.
Right now, you can't get Sydney Sweeney to take her titties out now.
You have to be good.
You can't get Sydney Sweeney topless now. The same girl that got big off HBO, she will not show them nipples again.
Because
she's big dog now.
Okay, because she's big dog, like I don't have to do that, like I'm above all that debauchery.
The money ain't necessary for me to take it. Because I got so much other shit coming in that I don't got to show my titties. Why would I take this now? That's why.
I think there's a piece missing. There's some nuance missing.
I guarantee you, City Sweeney ain't doing no more titty shows. But why? She was so eager to do it on HBO for a living series.
Hey, get Max if you want to see that. Get Max, pay the money.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying that once you get to the level where you make your own decisions, that tells you what you would have done without him.
How old is she now?
25, maybe.
Okay, she could probably still.
Young shit. No, them titties when she was on TV, them titties was 22. Them titties was HD 22 titties.
Well,
I don't even remember them.
In real life, I'm pretty sure they don't look like that. But I doubt they,
I just think that the compromise is easier earlier on.
That's all I'm saying because there's a certain desperation,
which goes back hunger. To this guy.
So
you slept in Tyler Perry's bedroom.
I think he could probably got a better scandal story than that.
You think it'd be better than this?
I'm just saying, if you gonna lie big, man. Don't be his unwanted advances. That could be defeated.
He got screenshots of text messages, but that could mean y'all was just fucking. Like, what about that says that? Like,
where's the line?
Where's you say to him? I didn't want to do that, Tyler. Why'd you do that to me?
Where's the line that says you have offended me? I'm cutting off all conversation, and in fact, I am going to take you to court. I mean, can we go back to the days where they said you'll be hearing from my lawyer? Remember that, Alex? You'll be hearing from my lawyer, and that's cut and dry. You've offended me, and I'm coming after. Yes. Chat GPT says all I got to do is file this paperwork with the courthouse, and I'm coming after your money, and I'm gonna get paid. And now you're going to have to deal with me in the courts. Yes. What are you looking up?
I'm reading their text messages between each other that they use in the lawsuit. And
I mean, is it juicy? Does it trump the Diddy trial? Is there any mention of baby oil? Are there any mention of any type of drugs? Maybe that's what he's trying to do. He's an attention whore. You gonna sue Tyler Perry? Did he? Okay, let me ask you this: did he make a post about this, or did somebody else make a post about it?
This is just the screen. This is TMZ's articles.
How did his text messages get out there?
This is the screenshots of the evidence for the TMZ. This is for the lawsuit.
Here's the screenshots.
Basically, these are the unwanted advances. Basically, Tyler Perry is like acting like a 50-year-old nigga trying to like send cute text messages. They come off as like an old man trying to fuck.
Those are screenshots from his phone?
Yeah, like he had Tyler Perry. I know I need to smell the roses. Tyler Perry sent back, you are the rose, but you are so blocked that you refuse to be smelt or opened. No, Tyler. That's not the angle to try to smash a young nigga.
Oh,
that is sweet, he said back, and I'm working on it. #
that
therapy.
Is sweet. Okay,
I'm really scared that I'm going to waste my life worrying. Oh, man. Okay, here we go. This is another text message. They make money from the advertising, lots of money. This is Tyler Perry saying this. I love how I feel right now, but I don't like being horny. Testosterone.
Okay.
This is old nigga text messages right here.
I have amended. I have revised my thoughts about this whole thing. You can't sue somebody for being for being freaky. You can't sue somebody for that.
Yeah, I think the problem is that...
was a crime. Was he assaulted or? Man, what a chump! I ain't got no other words for that, man. Like what a chump! You want money from that bad? You want money that bad? You gonna fake I was violated by another man?
He said Tyler Perry grabbed him by the throat and said, "Do you like it rough? Look how excited you just got by me grabbing your throat."
Okay, now that's assault.
He says he pushed Tyler away, and that was the end of that alleged incident.
So they fought.
Okay.
Now he getting sued?
Lawsuit includes the years of text message alleged about between both men. Most of them once.
Well, he better not ever go to jail.
No straight man would be going on walks with you or cooking dinner for you unless they wanted to fuck you. I would fuck you.
That's what a comment said?
That's what the screen grab from Tyler Perry says. Sexually charged text. Nobody would go on walks with you unless they were trying to, or cook dinner for you unless they were trying to fuck. I would fuck. Which is fair. I wouldn't go and walk on nobody or cook dinner for them unless I'm trying to fuck. He's accurate in telling the young man that. The most aggressive incident allegedly took place in June 2021. Again at Tyler Perry's Atlanta home. Bruh, why do you keep going there? Dixon was staying in a guest house. Guest house? This nigga rich, for real.
These are some guest house.
And wearing only his underwear.
Having people.
He was in a guest house wearing only his underwear when he said Tyler came in to give him a good night hug.
A good night hug? Okay.
Where am I hugging at his crazy behavior? Shit.
So let me get this straight. He wants $260 million for that?
No, hang on, there's more to it. Whoo, he alleges Tyler yanked down his underwear, groped his butt and said, relax and just let it happen, and assured him it wasn't going to hurt. Dixon says he managed to rebuff this advance by changing the subject. What the fuck did he say? Hey, you checked the lottery numbers?
Well, how did he change that subject?
Don't you hate when you shit on yourself?
Hey, the game's coming on, isn't it?
Oh my God.
You know what I think? I think he's going to have to spend money to defeat this.
Here's the thing. He's going to have to spend money to defeat this. But now, after reading all the information I have so far,
I don't hear a crime.
Tyler Perry's going to have to pay.
I don't see a crime.
Well, here's the thing. And I don't know if bro is gay. That's the other problem I have without all this information is that I can't tell if bro actually likes girls.
Again, no crime.
There's no crime, but there's definitely sexual harassment in the workplace. This is your actual boss.
It's at home. It's not in the workplace. It's at home.
I don't know why he at his house again.
Guest house is not the workplace.
Why are you in my guest house? I guess that's a very solid question.
Are they filming a scene in there?
Nobody goes to my guest house if they're trying to guest fuck. What are you doing there, my boy?
What are you doing in there?
That is crazy. But to be in your underwear with Tyler Perry knock on your door,
those words don't go together.
You know what I mean? Or like always trying to tell women, you shouldn't be dressed like that if you don't want them to have like that's which is bad advice. But man to man, why are you answering the door in your drawers, dog? With a 55-year-old man with no wife. That dude clearly fucking something.
He should be. I'm not defending anybody. I was like, I don't know. That's the social media. But
I'm telling you just a scenario. I'm not answering nobody's door naked.
Man, listen.
At your house?
At your house.
Your guest house?
I don't care if it's the guest house or my house.
If I got done reading all your freaky text messages and I come back to your house a year later in my underwear in a guest house, I'm thinking bro is trying to fuck. That's my first thought is why would I go back to your house?
My brain isn't computing this.
So there's going to be a hard case to prove on both sides. He got the text message saying that bro is freaky, pause. But going to a man's house, staying in his guest house in your underwear, what are you doing there? Were you not going there to like be?
This is
a little
his
enticing?
Employer. You got an employee.
I'm not staying in none of my employers' houses,
but you still have a employer-employee dynamic.
Sure. Why was you at the
in
guest
the workplace? That wasn't in the workplace.
Why were you at the guest house? If you was filming, you got a trailer, you got a lot, you got everything else. All those amenities are provided to you. It
wasn't during work hours. It was not in the workplace.
And good night. He said he came over to say good night, meaning you're going to stay there. There's a lot of intricacies here that make you sound like you were over there for some reason, but you're not specifying the reason.
A good lawyer should be able to defeat that. And like you said, here's $26.
Ultimately, the bad press, Tyler's going to have to go, I got to get this dude out of my hair.
Well, he can fire him. I mean, what difference does it make? I mean,
well, 25 million.
He next.
25 million is cheaper than 260.
He next. I'm pretty sure he can deal with it. Fine.
Well, we'll see how that ends. Long story short is, I don't try to fuck young white boys. more young white girls if you couldn't get them before you turn 50?
How about just ask, hey, what you trying to do?
Whatever happened to that?
Yeah, whatever happened to, hey, what you trying to do?
I want $1 billion. You want to fuck me or no? That would be my shortest conversation with everybody alive.
Yeah,
hey,
yeah.
What's the $1 billion? You trying to hit this or no?
Yeah, what are you trying to do?
And my pay rate is $250 an hour.
Yeah, make them pay. Good grief.
Because
how much? Yeah. Empty out your.
You get one purse.
Ante up.
You get one purse from me. That's fair.
The dude or
as
the girl?
A gift card. I'm not offering a nigga. I'm saying my $1 billion rate is you get one purse from me, your choice, and then you leave me alone forever.
So you gonna pay for it?
At $1 billion, you're gonna pay for one way or the other. If I take you to a nice hotel,
but like a direct,
if I buy
payment.
A nice bottle,
like a direct payment.
This your reward for finishing the job.
You are a temporary prostitute.
Your acceptance of my purse means that this was all on the same. We're on the same page.
Okay, thanks.
Acceptance of the purse means that this is proof that we were all cool with it. Now there can't be no court case. The acceptance of the purse is your confirmation.
You're gonna come there with, hey, sign here.
Absolutely. If I'm worth $1 billion, yes.
On
by accepting this purse, you acknowledge that you asked for the D, or I asked for the P, but you gladly agree.
We are going to engage in adult activity that involves.
I have earned a purse voucher for my services.
A purse voucher. A voucher.
Gucci, Louis, Fendi, Prada.
You do this at the end of said service action.
The purse is yours.
Transaction. Here is the American Express gift card.
My logic is you fuck broker niggas for less. So you gonna take the purse?
Yeah, you gonna take. Yeah, they can sell it.
Exactly.
You sell it.
You want a voucher for the purse, or you want cash $2,500? Like I think the purse
what do you want?
is a nicer touch.
Yeah, you can
leave. You can even fly there and get the purse yourself.
You can leave there. You can leave with the purse and you can put your shame and pride in it as you go.
Is that shame? If you like, here's the thing though. Let's say you wanted to fuck me, right? Let's say I'm a celebrity that you want to fuck, like Usher or Chris Brown, right? But even Chris Brown got to pay. So what? Like, if Chris Brown got to pay, why?
He get that right back in the picture. You want a picture? That'll be $1,000.
You can't be rich and not pay. You can be fine and not pay, but you can't be rich and not pay. Those
are
the rules.
You can't be rich and not pay.
Everybody know you rich, so you can't get away with it.
I said you better.
You could be a fine broke dude. Remember Prison Bae? He was broke, green-eyed black dude, and he married a billionaire because of how good looking and broke he was.
No, that's not why. It's because of how shallow that chick was. Who'd he marry?
He married a billionaire.
A shallow billionaire.
But you can do that if you broke.
He was broke.
Exactly. But if he was
broke,
a millionaire,
broke and beautiful.
But if he was a millionaire, he couldn't get the same access. He had to pay for the pussy. But not if you rich, not if you broke and a prisoner. Now you can get whoever you want.
I don't know.
Because every girl wants a project, a DIY project to build up.
I think whoever married that man that was broke in the Prison Bae,
he married the daughter of the Verizon owner.
Okay.
A Virgin Airlines owner. His daughter married him.
She obviously wasn't no virgin.
Richard Branson's daughter, I think, married her.
Oh, okay.
It was a billionaire's daughter.
Shallow. Hey, who I married.
What's the thing though? If you're that rich and you've seen every kind of guy, you ain't seen a broke, fine prisoner yet. Probably. So she started as like an exotic leopard. Not. Like, give me that leopard. I'll take the like.
Man, there's some shallow people in this world, man. But I think if you
until I'm a billionaire, I can't decide how shallow I am.
Like Tiger Woods, is he a billionaire? No,
yes, he's a billionaire.
Okay, Tiger Woods.
But he used to fuck restaurant servers.
Okay, was he paying for it?
He might have get him a golf club. So sign him with a billionaire. Bitch, take this wedge. You can get $2,000.
Obviously. Yeah, they weren't.
He had a restaurant he owned, and he was fucking the servers there.
He's
a common man.
He wasn't paying nobody. He wasn't messing with nobody that was asking for nothing.
Nobody charged him apparently. They weren't asking him for money for fucking.
Yeah, see, he was.
He just had like a crazy. Apparently to the prostitutes,
he was screwing around on a lower level. That's what he was doing.
That's my kind of guy. Tyler Perry was fucking the ones he could have got before the money. Tiger Woods was fucking with the girls he could have got before the money. Florida restaurant workers. We go to Florida right now and get at least 5.
5 for
Tiger Woods walking there like
get a 6-pack.
He walking there with a Birdman hand rub like
for $120
all
a
these
piece.
6s like here I could smash.
Man, they were out there too, man.
They were sixes too.
There was a few. There was
a lot of girls that came out there. They were definitely sixes.
Yeah, I was on South Beach. There was a few out there.
Florida got them for sure.
Yeah, boy.
We getting long with it. What's going on with you? What's going on with Joe Fox coming up?
For me, man, I'm about to take this class, this voiceover class.
Nice.
So I'm trying to find some
get that voiceover bag.
Yeah, nice. Just to break in, but just to know how to do it really. Because as a voiceover artist, you have to have reels. You're kind of as an actor, you have reels.
Oh wow, I didn't know.
So you need to have like a voiceover reel. Anything that you do, you have to have a reel for it. So I don't even have anything. So I'm starting from ground zero on that.
Nice.
And see, next week I'm doing the belly room and flappers, and then just got a date. July. It's in July. It's Greensboro, North Carolina.
Nice.
The Comedy Zone. What about you?
What do you you go back to Texas this year, or are you gonna wait till next year?
You know what? That's in the works.
Okay,
nice. That's in the works.
I was gonna say it's dope.
Trying to get a date to go back because it's almost been a year since I've been at the Addison Club.
Oh right, that was in like August range, right?
That was in July.
Late July. Okay, right.
Late July.
Okay.
But I definitely want to do that club. I definitely want to go and do Arlington. Arlington is a dope club too.
From what I saw, it was pretty dope, amazing from the pictures.
Yeah, it's a dope club. Yeah. What about you?
I am. Shout out to YMCA, by the way. I just worked an event for the YMCA last weekend for Father's Day. That was really cool.
Okay.
I emceed the event. Mm-hmm. So if anybody needs MC work, corporate events, gigs like that, I do all that kind of stuff. Weddings, funerals, whatever it is, I do it.
Funerals.
If you need somebody to talk, I will talk for you. This week I am flying to Cincinnati this weekend to do the Cincinnati Funny Bone or Liberty Township Funny Bone. Next week in Richmond, Virginia at the Funny Bone as well. And then I got a couple shows at the Laugh Factory in July, so that'll be fun too. Chocolate Sunday is always a fun show. Shout out Lonnie, Chocolate Sundays, Pookie Wigginton, Ron G, most common host there, the host there. But yeah. Very fun show. I'm always excited about that because you always get fun moments, fun clips, things like that from that show. So, yeah, this next rest of this month will be very exciting, and I'm hoping for some good news in the next 2 weeks.
I'm sure it's going to come. And good news, a shout out to all the subscribers. We are just over 5,500, so thank you.
5.5.
Yeah, man. Nice. So thank you for liking and subscribe. Please share this. We're gonna get a few clips. I think we got some.
We got some fun gems in here tonight.
Yeah, a few of those.
We gotta go live again too, like a live episode.
Yeah, man.
It's been like 7 months since we did that.
It's been a minute. I talked to Tone about that. Definitely want to do another dating show.
Yeah, why not just get somebody that lives in LA? Just get them to like post our candidate and then get some people that want to date that candidate.
Yeah, I'm putting that out there right now. If you live in LA and you're dateable. Male or
doable.
Male or female, preferably the female. We get the males. I think we had a better time with the guy. I'm just saying because guys, they was acting a fool and they made the show. I like the different
flavors. Guy contestants or the girl contestants.
Where the girl
was looking for 3 guys.
Chooses the guys.
That was actually hilarious.
So girls that are dateable,
looking for a man,
and looking for a man,
we'll get you some candidates,
and don't take yourself so seriously. We were trying to have fun, but we want you to have a good time too, and possibly find somebody that you may not.
Some of our funniest episodes from last year were the date episodes.
The date episodes, yeah.
If you want to have fun, looking for a potential suiter. Mm-hmm. Bring your friends out and your girlies out and let them judge them too. It's hilarious.
Hit us up on the Instagram page, Live from the Green Room Podcast. This is Mr. Tan Panda.
John Grimes in the building. You can find me at Mr. Tan Panda.
And I am Joe Feezy. Shout out to Trey and Tony Rock, and safe travels to those brothers as they come back from their around the world tour, whatever they're doing.
Shout out to Intern Trent.
Yeah, shout out to the intern Trent. We got a video. He's going to be dropping some bars after this episode. And hey, we'll be back next week. We out.
Peace.
My heart it beats for you, and I feel upset without you like Cardi B, and I'm trying to be with you. Girl, I know we just met, but I feel like we connect. Let me swoop you off your feet and protect. In the future, I'll take you to the Met. I'll be famous, we can go to premieres. Your favorite people, they gon' want my career. I'm not just telling you what you wanna hear. I'll give you everything, just give me a year. Ritz Carlton's, which car we in? Charcuterie, all new to me. Who you wanna know? Billie Eilish is a childish, any stylist, flying private. Where you wanna go? I'm going up, just like what Canada be. I'm kinda tough, you gotta hand it to me. Your life would be a nightmare without me. Trust me, girl, I'm the man of your dreams.